you today? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Oh my goodness. What's going on? How's your day going so far?
It's pretty mellow. It's Friday, so luckily things are pretty slow.
Hmm.
That's why I like Fridays. Like we can do our show and we can get our pre-records out the way. It's like my Thursday and Fridays are my favorite day.
Mm, okay. So let's see. Welcome everybody to the commentary zone. On the docket today, we have a new show and it's on Discovery Plus. It is Love in Paradise, the Caribbean, a 90-day
Oof.
story.
This is I'll be honest. So I watched the first two episodes last night. I'm like, okay, these okay. I see y'all. I'm cool, but then when I watched the third episode today, I'm like, what is wrong with y'all?
I
Oh,
know.
but I love it's only four couples though. Like that
Yes,
makes me. I love the format. I love
it's
this
the
format.
perfect number for a 1 hour show. You get to see just enough of each person to retain interest and follow along. I love it. Hey, crazy cat mama, meow. Okay, so look, I have to give a disclaimer. Okay, so as everybody's coming into the room, Lord have mercy, my thoughts all over the place. As you're coming into the room, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. For those of you who have this week, welcome to the community. We love it. We're growing. Um, Hit the notification bell, tell a friend, share this video. Our backdrop today is the beautiful Crane Beach in St. Philip, Barbados, where I'm from. And I have to give you a disclaimer on this show. The tourism board negotiated their agreement with this production company to do this show. It is a tourism piece highlighting the island. I am sure that we will be seeing a lot of touristy spots. In the third episode, we went to Welchman Hall Gully and the Animal Flower Cave up in the northern part of the island in St. Lucie. These are all big touristy spots. This is a product placement promo for Barbados tourism, and
It
I'm
is.
loving it.
I love it. This show just cracked me up pretty much from start to
Mhm.
finish. And like I said, I binge watched all three episodes over 3 days, and now I'm like, okay, see, I can see everything going on now. This is where your problems are. You ain't gonna laugh. Yeah, I can see it all, and that's what
It's
I like about it.
funny. It's so funny. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm glad that you talked me into this one. This one, I had my I had my
Reservations.
doubts. I didn't want to do this because I didn't want my countrymen or my country showing up foul. But Steve and
But I have a question for you.
I.
If I hear the term Bayesian, is that an actual uh, accepted term, like
Hmm.
by the people of Barbados for other people to say, or what is it actually?
Okay, the correct terminology for referring to someone who is from Barbados or who has parentage from Barbados is Barbadian. But
Okay,
to shorten that, Azerbaijan.
got it.
All right.
Yeah,
So it
I asked because I always thought like I'm like I thought it was Barbadian. Like, is Bayesian just amongst the culture? Like, I wanted to know. Like, I heard you say it. I'm like, well, I want this is something they say within their culture, or if it's a term that's accepted for people outside of the culture to say. If
you
that makes
can
sense.
say it, and we would look at you. Oh, so you know that you've been there before. Oh, or you know people. You know people. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I know. So I actually we knew someone where I worked who was from Barbados,
Uh-huh.
and he would say it, and then when people ask me, oh, like people ask me where like he was from, like, oh, he's from Barbados. He's a Barbadian.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. But he would use the word Bayesian with his friends who are from Barbados. I'm like, I
Yeah.
thought that's just an accepted term amongst their culture. Because I wouldn't,
Mhm.
you're not gonna catch me saying something I don't know about. I'm just saying. I'm gonna
Yeah.
need to do some verification. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like a shortened version of it that most Barbadians would use,
Mm.
like I don't want to say slang because
Right. That's
it's
why. That's why
not
I wanted to
exactly
clarify.
slang,
Hmm.
but it is a term to reference someone who originates from Barbados, who has lineage from Barbados, but it's not
Got it.
the proper term. The proper term
Hmm.
is Barbadian. And Crazy Cat Mama, why would you come here when you can live there? Don't think I ever could. Well, I didn't really have a choice when I was 8. I had to go where my mother told me to go. So that's when I first emigrated to the States. After I graduated university, I went back home and I lived for about 8, 9 years. And then I got an opportunity back in the States and I came back to the States. So, and I've been here for about, yeah, this year will be 20 years. So I kind of go back and forth, but Barbados is where my navel string is buried. So that is where I will always call home. But you have to go where opportunities lead you in life,
Hmm.
you
That's the only
know?
reason. That's the only reason I'm still in California. But I
Exactly.
always wanted to move to the East Coast. That was my whole plan.
Hmm.
That's where I wanted to go. And then like life just kept giving me opportunities, but the opportunities were here. I'm like,
Hmm.
this is not really what I want, but I'm going to let life just take me where it's going to
Yeah,
take me and do what it's going to do and not fight it. Because when you fight it, you may miss out on some great future opportunities. I'm not trying to mess my own self up.
exactly. Exactly. And DSJ, I know this is on Discovery Plus, guys. Disclaimer, this is on Discovery Plus. But try looking on YouTube,
Yes.
typing in love,
Mhm.
what is it? Love in Paradise. And see if you can find it because a lot of times things pop up on YouTube that shouldn't be there, but take advantage of it.
I'm checking for you guys now. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, so let's see. Hi guys in the chat. Hey replay crew. Thank you guys so much. Hey Debbie and Jamal. Can't really hear because I'm in the car, but I want to stop by and show some. Thank you, Katie R. We really appreciate that. Oh my god, we love you guys so much. Okay. How we gonna do this?
Couple by couple is gonna be easiest because it's
And
three. It's
everything
three
that's
episodes.
happened in the 3
Yes.
episodes? All right, so wait a minute.
Mhm.
Let me just say what the 3 episode titles are. All right, so the official title of this mess is Love in Paradise, The Caribbean, A 90-Day Story. Episode 1 title is Tropic Like It's Hot. Episode 2, Sex on the Beach. And episode 3, Meet the Family.
Mhm.
Child. Who we want to do first?
Let's start with Amber and Daniel because I have a whole issue
Amber. Oof.
I'm having issues with Amber.
Didn't this remind
Baby
you of Stephanie and Ryan?
2.0 though.
Yes.
2.0 because
Yes.
Ryan was trying to bring his whole family.
Yeah. Well, wait, hold on. Hold on. I got very creative with this, y'all. All right. So we're going to show you who we talking about. This is Amber. She's from Seminole, Florida. And he is Daniel. He's originally from Venezuela, but him and his brother David both went to where they at? Costa Rica,
Costa Rica.
and they're living there. And their mother and the rest of their family is still back in Venezuela. So yeah, she's trying to get the K1 process for him.
But she's stupid. But
Um,
okay.
no, she's stupid and he's stupider. Um, Good Lord. How old is she? Do we have
30.
ages? She's
30.
30 and
He's
he seems younger.
23. He's 23.
23. Oh my God. Okay, so basically, you know, there's the language difference where he speaks Spanish and she only speaks English, and he's a little tired of her not even trying. They've been together for a little bit now. How she met him while on vacation in Jaco,
Right.
Costa Rica,
Mhm.
and they didn't think they were going to fall in love as fast as they did, but they did. She's applied for his K1 visa, but you know, he needs to do paperwork back there in Costa Rica, which he found difficult to do while still employed. So he quit his job in order to do the paperwork. She shows up there, the paperwork was not done, but he's still jobless. During the pandemic, she's been supporting him because he said he lost his job at the top of the pandemic, but it's
Mhm.
been a struggle for her. And
Right.
I guess she doesn't feel appreciated that she's doing all of this, and it's coming out as each episode goes by until like the third episode where she's like, when he brings up bringing up the mother and the brother, and she's like, well, who the hell paying for that, and who doing the paperwork for that, and you don't appreciate anything I was like, oh girl,
Right.
y'all ain't even ordered drinks yet.
But the thing is, though, is that you were supporting him with the furlough while he's furloughed. Okay, I understand a little bit, but he had the nerve to ask her for a new phone. I'm like, okay, super
Yeah.
red flag. And then she's like, well, it only needs me like 2 days to get the phone. He's like, and he's like, you're getting mad at me, and it's just a phone. I'm like,
If
see,
it was just a phone, you could have went and got it, boo.
right? Because he's like, but he can know it is an old phone, know it can fix it. I'm like, yeah, red flag. Then she gets there, right? He thought he was just gonna put it on her, and she was gonna let this stuff go. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, sir, that's not happening. So he tells like, since I couldn't do since I couldn't do the paperwork and work, I quit my job. And she's like, what? What you need money? I was like,
Mm-hmm.
right, exactly. And I'm like, and you still sitting there with him? Are you
Mm-hmm.
serious? I walked up and left then and there. I'm sorry. Then they, do their things. They meet the brother at the restaurant. They talking,
This
and
was the killer for me.
when he talking about, oh, in the confession of both, I'm like, yeah, like, I figured that, she could help me and my mom out like she did my brother because that's what's best for us. I'm like, hold up,
Yeah, I
hold
was
up.
like,
I'm
wait,
like,
what?
how did this become about you?
At
She needs
least,
to
at
run.
least Danielle is at least providing some sort of services. Because remember, he let her come in, and that first night he laid it out on her, and then the next day told her, "Oh, I quit my
Right,
job in order to do the paperwork." And she was like, "Wait, what?" And she goes, "Did you do the paperwork?" "Oh no, I didn't get around to it yet."
right. So, but killed also, you go back. What killed me too was when he said, "I have to take a bus to the Capitol." I'm like,
I know. I was just like,
just a bus,
"Dude,
okay.
start walking, start walking." Oh my God. But he's a mess. The brother David or David, he just, I don't know why he would presume that she would support him once Daniel goes. And the thing is that
Hmm.
I think she knows this is coming because she's like, so have you like sorted out everything with David for when you leave? Like, is he all set up in another place? Because right now they're roommates.
Right.
So basically, she's supporting the two of them. And I'm sure that they're taking some of that money and sending back to their mama in Venezuela.
Oh,
Right.
of course.
So I'm, oh Lord, just find him another roommate. That's all I got to say. Find
Exactly.
him another roommate. Oh my God, the spam calls are coming in. Like I've received 4 since this show has
Mm.
started. Okay. So what do we think so far about Amber and Danielle?
Oh, she needs to run.
Hmm. Like, just drop your losses.
Just
Just
cut and run.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
because my thing with her is this, ma'am. Look at how unmotivated and lazy he is right now. When he
Mm-hmm.
comes here, he cannot work for a certain amount of time. So if you're not trying to pay him for him in Costa Rica with a living, I think that was a little bit cheaper, like dollar to Costa Rica. How you gonna feel when he comes here? Are you serious? Nah, run. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so who's next?
Do you want who? You choose next couple.
I wanna go to Jamaica, man.
That's was it?
Ariana and
And
Sheldon.
Sheldon.
Oh
I
my
can't say. He just
God.
doesn't strike me as a
Oh,
Sheldon for some reason.
let me.
Is it
Okay, so
Sheldon or Sheldon?
Sheldon. Hmm.
Sheldon. Okay. There.
Okay.
She's she's a. Her face is stunning to me. She's a
Uh-huh.
beautiful girl.
Uh-huh.
But I just don't see what's going on here. I mean, what is with these women going on vacation and not using protection? This is a theme on these 90-day shows that kills me.
But I was a little confused. I swore that in the first episode she said, I met him on the last 2 days of my vacation and it was great. And then I got pregnant. And by the time the third episode rolled around, she's like, I've only known him for 17 days. And I was like, wait, what?
I think they've only like I think he said something similar, but what it was they haven't spent any time together. That's what it is.
Mm,
It's the total time together.
okay. Child. Well, she's met him. She's 25 and he's 35. He works with his family's like boat business, like he does like not jet ski, water skiing and stuff like that, and tours on a boat. And he also works at a I think it's like hedonism, a swingers hotel in Jamaica.
Right.
um Ariana lost 100 pounds and went on this vacation and met him. Did she admit that she was staying at the swingers club?
No.
Okay, I wonder if that's where she went. Anywho, she got pregnant. She's 6 months pregnant now and has known him for a total of 17 days in person and via FaceTime the rest of the time. Sherlon has a good life. Okay, I'm just gonna call a thing a thing. Sherlon has a good life. He has a job, and plus his family has a business. He's living a good life. I don't
Yes.
see Sherlon wanting to come to the United States and be with her. It's amazing he's 35 and says that he doesn't have any other children. Wow.
Yeah. I was looking
What?
at that like, okay.
But she is bringing her mom and her sisters on this trip to Jamaica to meet Sherlon in person for the first time. The mother has ulterior motives. She want to know, is you going to step up and be a baby daddy and come up here and take care of your kid, or is it going to be me?
And she has
Karen,
a
it's going to be you.
yeah. Because he's not really trying to come there, and that's the core issue for me.
But you
Like
know
he's
what? His
mhm.
reasoning is, and I think he said it when he was talking to Miss Karen. When she brought up that K1 visa, he's like, the thing I don't like about that is that I will have to marry your daughter in 90 days. I feel we need to get to know each other better. Boom!
Yep.
Boom! I'm not going to be mad at him for that.
Nope. He's very mature for that. I will give him that.
Child, because you know how many would have jumped on that and then dumped her? And
Yep.
did you realize that by episode 3, they don't even know the ramifications of a K1 visa?
Right. That struck me kind of hard. I'm like, y'all didn't really do any research.
So y'all worried about having financial responsibility for an unborn child. Now you want to involve a K1 visa and don't realize that you're going to have responsibility for a 35-year-old for 10. Well, it used to be 10 years, but then didn't the last administration change it for life?
Yeah.
So yeah, so for life. Y'all better get educated. Karen, because you know this all going to fall back on you, Karen.
Current, yes, current. You need to get that right. Get that right because you have to understand. Do the research basically. I'm sorry. it was just like they're taking this like day by day. I'm like, well, why are you talking about K1 visas and marriage? Um, and y'all don't know each other and you don't know what goes into it. And I think with her, she's just trying not to be embarrassed. I'm sorry, that's the way Ariana comes across to me.
Mhm.
She doesn't want to have a baby out of wedlock, basically.
My thing is, like, I took a little offense when he asked her if if she wanted him to help her with the suntan lotion, and she was like, "Don't do it all sexy and everything. Like, do it like you're my dad." The fuck you talking about, Ariana? I,
What is she trying to hide at this point? You're pregnant
you're
by this
big
man.
pregnant,
Yeah,
girl.
you're pregnant, and hold on, you're pregnant, and you brought your mama and your sisters to meet your baby daddy, but
Mm,
you worry about how he gonna put lotion on you. Okay, but you weren't worrying about putting a condom on him before y'all had sex. Okay, I'm gonna need you to get the priorities right.
and
I'm
I
just saying.
loved his response. He's like, I know how to put suntan lotion on people. There's other things that you need to be worried about." I was like, I love him. I love him. And Karen is like, he evades questions and everything. Yeah, because that's how they do in Jamaica, like everything Irie man. But he answered your questions, just not what you wanted to hear, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Because she wants somebody running and giving undying love to her daughter. He doesn't. Oh my god, he's probably one of the most mature people
Mhm.
that I've seen on any of these shows, that is the non-American.
Bobby, we'll drop the link once we get
Mhm.
through all the couples.
Yeah. Jamal, you're gonna have to monitor that screen, because I'm not in that tab.
Which one?
Okay. The
Sorry.
comments.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, cool, 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 cool. All right, so who next? Or are we finished with them?
Yeah, I think we're finished with them.
Okay, so who's next?
Oh, let's go back to before we jump off of
Hmm.
them. It's interesting that now that she's pregnant, she has issues with him working at the club because she's insecure. I'm like, what are you insecure about? I mean,
Mm.
that's my thing. You should have been insecure when he told you he was working at the swingers club. But because you felt you looked good and felt good, it was okay. As long as you felt popping, you was cool. But now you're pregnant. You're not fat. That's where that's where she loses me. It's like, you're not fat, ma'am. You're having a baby. It's not fat.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
let that go. Just want to add
She's a
that part.
mess. She's a mess. But you know what? If they met at the swingers club because she was a guest there, because he freely admitted, they asked him about, the fraternization with guests, between staff and guests, and he's like, "I've done a lot of things." I was like, "Go ahead, boy, admit to that, and pray they don't watch the show." um but if you met him while you were a guest at that club, you have no right to say that, because you were
Hmm.
one of those people he was fraternizing with.
Exactly.
So she needs to be quiet on that. Who next?
Who's left?
He
Mar.
No,
Let's do
let's say Martine and Steven for last. Just this one show.
Okay.
So let's do Key and Mark in Panama.
Oof.
This couple is, I find them interesting. Um, they first met 10 years ago,
Hmm.
right? Um, let's see. He's 39, she's 36. He's from California, she's Argentinian. He was working at like a bar slash hostel um in Panama, and she was visiting Panama from Argentina and was staying at the hostel that he was running. And they met and they had like a romance, but he didn't know that she was an addict. She
Right.
goes back to Argentina and has an overdose. and he goes straight to Argentina, and he stays with her after the rehab, but the relationship falls apart because he doesn't speak Spanish in Argentina. So I wasn't familiar with the drug that she was on, and I googled it. It's an animal tranquilizer. Why are
Mm-hmm.
humans taking animal tranquilizers? And not
I have
even a
no clue.
tranquilizer, like an anesthetic for like surgery. And I'm just like, oh my God. Anyway, they broke up. 9 years later, during the panoramic, she stumbles across his contact information and reaches out, and they rekindle their flirtation via chat. And he decides he's gonna come down to Panama, where she's living now, and he wants to ask her to come back to California and live with him and marry him and stuff like that. He thinks that she's the one. Meanwhile, she's living day to day because tomorrow isn't guaranteed. She living her best life. I feel like she is attracted to anyone, man, woman, rabbit, whatever. If it is sexually attractive to her, she goes with it. I feel she's living a very free and
Mm-hmm.
unbothered life after the near death experience that she had. And she explains that more in the third episode. But
Right.
this couple is very interesting to me.
Exactly. I kind of like them both, but they're not on the same page. She wants
Mm-mm.
a free life. She wants an open relationship. He wants monogamy,
Mm-hmm.
and that ain't gonna work. I'm sorry, it ain't gonna work.
But he did admit to his friend, because during episode 3 they go back to the lounge slash hostel where they met on that island, and he sees his friend. So she goes off for a walk, and his friend, and they sit down and they talk, and he said, well, when she first contacted me, we were both in other relationships, and so we have a don't ask, don't tell policy.
Right.
But he seems to be free now. And I don't know if you felt this way, but remember before he got there,
She was
she
getting
was
in.
talking with that lady.
Hmm.
Remember that lady on the porch?
Yeah, it's her
And
friend.
I felt like she was more than a friend.
I don't think so. I think that she's the confidant because I think Kay's been getting it in around the island. Just saying.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. Because she's the one that said don't ask, don't tell.
Yep. But I like them. I hope it works out, but I don't. I just can't see it working out because he told his friend Nick like she's the one thinking about me being with other people, and I definitely don't want to think about her being with other people. It just no. Ooh, yeah, but that's kind of what she wants out of this relationship.
Mm-hmm. It's very interesting. And she doesn't want to talk about the future. She said because she died when she had that overdose,
Mhm.
like she just lives in the moment and what is good for her in that particular moment. She's not making any plans, because before, when she made plans, she had the overdose. I was just like, whoa, that kind of makes sense. But girl, you 36. Like, stop. It's been 9 years. You got to make some sort of plans. But she's not too keen on coming to America either. I think she said the best thing about America is peanut butter.
That's
Wasn't that
it.
her?
That's
Yeah,
all.
it
That's,
was
that's it.
peanut
That's all.
butter.
That's all we got is the peanut butter.
I, damn, peanut butter. That's it. You couldn't think of anything else that was good about America other than peanut butter.
That's it. She's like, that's all y'all got is the peanut butter. Don't come
But
for me for nothing else.
she's another one that's very frustrated with Mark for not learning any Spanish whatsoever.
Right. And I
So,
understand that. She's making an
mhm.
effort to learn English. He shouldn't make the effort to learn Spanish.
but she hates speaking English, and she really started learning English since they got back together during last year. She's made an effort to like learn more so that she could communicate with him, but she doesn't feel like it's reciprocated.
It's not.
Which, yeah, which she has a point there. And although I hate to admit it, her and Danielle both have a point with regards to that language issue. um Anything else with them?
No, I like them as a couple, but they have some huge hurdles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think she is. I think he would compromise, but I don't think she's willing to compromise.
No.
And he would grow resentful for always being the one to compromise after a while, to me. Okay, so okay, so the next one.
This is a couple of the night. Whole mess.
Martine and Steven. Oh my God, hold on. Let me find my notes on them. I have so many different pages. Okay, so hold on. Martine is currently living in Miami, but she's originally from the Northeast. I think she said New York. I can't remember. Steven is from Barbados. He is a DJ. And he lives in the parish of St. Thomas, probably with his parents. Um, she, okay, her parents are originally from Haiti. They immigrated to the States. She was born in the States. They came with nothing, but they worked hard. They educated themselves. They educated their children. She has a master's in public health, I think she said.
Hmm. Yes. Oh my god. I thought that's
Mhm.
pretty cool.
Yep. So she's not a dumb girl.
No, not by. And she's only what 26.
I think so.
So
Yeah.
yeah, like I was like you. I get it. I got you.
She met him 3 or 4 years ago while on a cruise. And they've been together ever since. 2 years ago, she caught Steven cheating, but she's going on this vacation to Barbados to figure out where they're going in the future. And so he could put a ring on it. Ciao.
Yeah, I'm like, where are you getting these expectations from?
I don't even think she's factoring in that he has a 6-year-old daughter on the island.
Right.
I think she's going about this a bit selfishly, because it's all about him coming up there, but you're going to leave the child behind, or you going
Mhm.
down there. Well, what are you going to do? It ain't that easy for you to immigrate to
No.
Barbados. I don't know. I think I just get the feeling like in the first episode, I felt like he sees her as somebody who comes down to Barbados and they have fun together and then she goes back. I did not feel like they were committed boyfriend and girlfriend.
No. I never got that vibe. I thought they were just like cool vacation buddies. That's just the way it came across to me. I didn't see
Yeah.
anything that said serious. This is you're the love of my life. Blah blah blah. I didn't see any of that.
And then by the time we got to the third episode, I was really pissed how she was talking to his daughter. Like, that rubbed me the wrong way. And if I was that child's mother, like, you could not be having that type of conversation with my kid.
Right.
And then telling the kid, um, tell your daddy to give me a ring, or with a big ring or something like that. I Let me tell you, that little girl, Soraya, let me
Sarah.
tell you, Sarah, she is a Beijing. Because when he asked, what y'all talking about? She goes, this is woman business. I was like, yes, girl. I like her though. She's a sweet little girl. Sweet little girl. Um, yeah, but I don't like them together. I
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, I thought that he thinks of her as a F buddy.
Yes.
She's one of many.
Mhm.
Just saying. But seeing the island is really beautiful. Going to all the tourist
That was
sites is really
fun.
lovely. I wish they would do that in Jamaica though. But it seems like Karen and all her lazy ass daughters only gonna be laying out on the beach. But wait, they said they were under C-19 restrictions, right? They have curfew starting at
Yeah,
7.
7 a.m., 7 p.m. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But they could still go out during the day though. I'm just saying. I'm
But I
just
just don't
saying.
understand how she thought that she lived in another country.
Mm-hmm.
He's a DJ. That she was the only one. I didn't get her logic there.
But when she has the FaceTime with her parents,
Oh, I felt so bad for him. I felt so bad for him. And when they're like, oh, when they say like, it's the that got me.
ah,
Especially when they like,
mm,
what do you do? Oh, I'm a DJ, blah blah blah.
mm.
And his father said, that's not really a professional
No, he
job
said,
on a professional level. I was like, oh
when
snap.
he said, well, that's just something that you can do at night. What do
Night,
you do during the
the
day?
day.
Steven said, I go to the gym. I was like, no.
I work on my craft and I go to the gym. That's what I do. I was like, that's not the right answer.
Mhm. And then was it the mom who asked, what are your intentions for Martine? And like, nothing.
Crickets.
Crickets. And the mom was like, mm.
Mm. It's just like, woo.
Oh my God. This was priceless. This was price. Girl, you know that your parents ain't gonna want a DJ for you. I'm sorry.
Right,
Even though, and I'm not undercutting it, DJs make good money in Barbados. They do. Because we're a tourist island. There's a party every night of the week when it's not C-19. But you get steady gigs that you go week after week after week. And if you hustle right, you could play a different place every weekend, or I mean, every day of the week. And you can make really good money. You
right.
can. I just. I just wonder. Like I said, I feel this is just a whole tourism promotional thing. I don't think they're a real couple. But good luck to y'all.
Right.
Good luck to
I wish
y'all.
them well.
Anything else about these crazy couples?
No, everything. This was a good show. Perfect amount of couples that
Hmm.
can actually stay interested in.
And like each story is kind of different. So I'm
Mhm.
kind of liking that. Um, and most of them I don't feel are manufactured,
Right.
But yeah. What did you think of our green monkeys?
I was like, oh, those are very cool. I like seeing different places, and I like when people go to like places with animals because you get to
Hmm.
see animals that aren't native to the United States.
Hmm.
That's what I like the best,
Um,
personally.
they kind of ripped you off when they went to the animal flower cave because
Mm.
the okay, so it is a really nice cave and all of that. But when you look into the water, there are flowers that are in the water, and when you like go to touch them, they close
Mhm.
up.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why it's called the animal flower cave. So they
Gotcha.
kind of we kind of didn't see that part of it. That would have been cute instead of taking those ugly glamour push shots that she was doing in there. Could have showed some of what people go to that cave for. But I'm looking forward to being taken all around the island by the tourism authority. It'll only make me homesick, but okay. I'm willing to go. Oh, and they're staying at the Crane Resort in St. Philip. It's the same resort that Married to Medicine stayed at when they went to Barbados to find Dr. Damon's heritage, where his father's people come from.
Mhm.
So, yeah. it's an it's an interesting show. I like everybody's a new character. There's no like rehashes from old shows.
Exactly.
And I like it that we're going to the other place as opposed to them coming here.
Right, and I like the fact that they're not under pressure to get married. It's more like trying to see
Hmm.
where the relationships are actually going to go.
Yeah. Well, except for Sheldon, because I feel Karen went down there
Oh yeah, yeah.
trying to pressure. But did she really feel that was going to be a good idea, though? Somebody
Right,
that your daughter clearly does not know?
right. I guess what I mean is it's clearly it's not under the pressure of the K1 visa. I'll put it that way.
Oh, yeah. No, I was just thinking about like,
Hmm.
how could Karen be rationalizing this in her head to go
She's a
down there to feel out this man?
she doesn't want her daughter having a child out of wedlock either. Let's just call thing anything. They're both embarrassed that she went down there and got pregnant
Okay.
by some man she don't know. That's really what it
Okay.
is.
Okay. All right. All right. But you gonna compound the embarrassment by, to me, that's compounding it. I don't
It is.
know. Just suffer one shame at a time, Ariana. I'm just just saying. Cause like having a child out of wedlock now is no big thing. So the shame is probably you got knocked up by someone that you didn't know for more than a week.
Exactly. Like I said, it's a running theme um that these women go on vacation and get pregnant. I just don't get it.
I don't know.
Mm-mm.
But this is a great show. So
It is.
this is this is the logo for their show, Love in Paradise, the Caribbean, a 90-day story. We basically went through episode 1 through 3. Look it up on YouTube. I'm sure there's some bootleg copies out there. It is crazy. I love this show, and there's nudity in it. So if you have little kids and you don't feel comfortable about that, there is a brief snippets of nudity. They do curse in it because you can on Discovery Plus. Did somebody want us to drop the link?
Yeah, Bobby.
Okay,
I hope
hold
she's still
on.
here.
Well, someone else could
Or whoever. Or
handle
whoever
it.
wants to come up.
You know, whoever wants to come up, come and share your thoughts on this messy little tidbit.
I just
I,
like the fact they went to the island because the islands are so beautiful. I
yes.
I wanted to
Yeah.
be there and just
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to go. I just wanted to be there just sample the food. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you, I almost went to Panama a couple years ago, but my mother didn't want to go. It was supposed to be for a birthday trip for her. But I'm dying to go to Panama. They got a Chinese area neighborhood down there with some of the
Oh,
best Chinese food. I'm dying to go there. I will live in that area every night.
just take me to a place that has the good crab and the garlic butter and the noodles. I'm yeah. Let's do that. I
And
love crab.
I want to sample both coasts, east and west coast of Panama, because they're like so totally different.
Oh, that's good to know.
Hmm.
Well, that's
Hmm.
like the United States where you go like you have your New York pizza, your Chicago pizza. Yeah, I get you.
Hmm.
And some people
Chicago
think,
pizza is not like real pizza. That is
oh,
just a lot of dough and a lot of meat.
ooh,
That I gag when I look at that. I gag because like
I
I
love
grew up
pizza.
on thin crust, Brooklyn pizza
Yeah,
with lots of grease.
yeah.
You got
You have to
gotta
have the
take
grease. That's true.
you gotta take the tissue and dip it
Stop it.
off.
Yeah,
Or if you ain't got no tissues because they was too stingy, you gotta fold it in
hold
half
it
and then
and drain
drain
it.
it.
Yeah, I know. I know. I found me a nice little pizza, a Brooklyn pizza spot when I went to Manhattan a couple years ago,
Hmm.
and it was so much fun. Like, oh, pizza place. I'm like, and you see everyone folding their pizza. I'm like, I'm gonna do it this way too.
And it's
And
a
then
nice, huge piece of pizza.
it is, and you got to use the. I'm like, oh, this is like you have the napkins, and yeah, we did that.
Hmm.
It was so I had so much fun.
And you put some red pepper flakes and some garlic
Oh yeah, the
powder
garlic.
on it,
Yep.
and maybe a touch of oregano.
Yeah, I didn't do everything. I did the Parmesan.
No, I
A
don't want
smidge of
no more
Parmesan.
cheese. I don't want no more cheese. Oh my God. Memories. Memories. We used to get a slice of pizza for $1.
Then what? You take them back.
Mm-hmm. For a
Or
dollar.
if you got lucky, you get those deals out here. You get like 3 slices for $2.
Oh, and if they had Sicilian pizza done, that was $1.25. And I would always get the corner. Love
Always get the.
Sicilian.
I love the corner. You look usually I got always get
Mm-hmm.
the corner.
Mm-hmm.
There's no more good hole in the wall pizza joints anymore. At least out here, they all closed up.
No. I think the last time I went back to Brooklyn, the Chinese food place that I grew up on, that closed down. The pizza parlor was still there, but the son is now running it. Like Pops, he
Hmm.
passed.
Right.
That's who I grew up with. And now the kid who was my age running around the pizza shop, he's now running it and his kids are running around the place. It was
So in
interesting.
Barbados,
Mm,
since no one's calling in, that's
mhm.
okay. This was a great episode. Before we go, like in Barbados, like what is the food there? Like if you went to Barbados as
Mhm.
like a tourist, what food would you have to eat there? What would you have to try?
Go to Oystins. It's a fish market during the day, but at night it turns into a party, and they do
Oh,
cooked food there. So get fish cakes, which is made out of salted cod and a batter, and they're
mm,
like little fried balls.
yeah,
Get those. Get the fresh fish of the day. People will cook it up there for you. So anything from dolphin, snapper, barracuda. Our local dish, the dish, the national dish is something called flying fish and cuckoo. Cuckoo is the equivalent of Italian polenta, but with
gotcha,
okra in it. And
gotcha.
there's always like okra slush on the top, which is the snot. But you could mix it all together. You take the flying fish, which these fish actually fly out of the water. That's
Right,
why
I've
they're
seen
called
those.
flying fish. Yeah, you get those. Those are usually sauteed with onions and tomato and green bell pepper in a tomato based sauce. And you pour that sauce over your cuckoo and okras, or you can fry it with Bajan green seasoning. It's a light, flaky white fish fillet. Um, not heavy like a salmon. It's more like lighter like a flounder. Okay.
Hmm.
That's the national dish. I like the variation of cuckoo by using breadfruit. So you do breadfruit cuckoo. I love that. Macaroni pie is also a staple. And that's like baked macaroni and cheese down south. Um,
Okay.
but we call it macaroni pie. My favorite is pudding and sauce. And I like black pudding. Black pudding traditionally was made with blood to make it black. But yeah, you do steam pudding, and the sauce is basically pickled
Oh,
pig parts. I prefer the cartilage from the ears.
okay.
And for the meat part, I do like belly. Um, yeah, it's good. And you do it with breadfruit. And again, the pudding is steamed pudding. I'll get some pictures one of these days and show y'all. But these are all local dishes that I love. I love fish cakes though. Those on a Saturday and the beach make my day.
Nice.
Oh, and a ham cutter. Okay, if you go to a rum shop, we have the most rum shops, I think,
Stop
per
it. Not the
capita.
most, not the most
Yeah,
rum shops
my
now.
auntie ran a rum shop, highly respected. And when you go to the rum shops, you can get a snapper rum, which is like a shot. with a glass of water. You could buy rum there. They also do big picnic hams and slice it and put them in a salt bread, so you could get a ham cutter or a cheese cutter. Or if they do like if they cook food as well, you can get flying fish cutter, which is fried flying fish in a salt bread. And you'll see when you buy a bag of salt bread, they always put in a piece of a frond from a palm. They always put a piece in the bag with the bread. Don't ask me
Gotcha.
why. Don't ask me why.
So rum's like a big deal in Barbados, isn't it?
We make the best rum. Mount Gay, Cockspur, Alan Arthur, best rums, period. End of story.
Um, but didn't some people in some other countries say they make better rum? Was it Cuba? Was it Cuba?
No,
Dominican Republic?
that's Bacardi. And no, they
Gotcha.
do not. Mount Gay is the best, hands down. Punto. For all of y'all people speaking Spanish, punto. Mount Gay is it.
Oops.
Thanks.
Oops. Don't mess with the
I like
rum.
sauce with crackers, pig ears too. My granny turned me on to. Oh my god, yes. Oh, and don't mistake it for Bahamian sauce. That I don't know what that is. Barbadians, Bajan sauce is what I eat. Mm. Yes, I'm getting hungry too, Claire.
So with the pig ears, they're fried, right?
No, it's
No,
pickled.
it's
Yes.
pickled.
Yes. Fry
Oh,
what? No, pickle. And we use all parts.
of
And
course.
and like even the intestines in back in the day, they used to put the steamed pudding in the intestines so that you would have like a sausage of pudding. But now they just leave it loose. So yeah, that was kind of nasty and gross, but whatever. A lot of people use intestines in their cooking. And what do you
Yeah,
think you're eating when you're eating like a homemade sausage?
exactly.
So yeah, that's about it. Those are my favorite like local dishes.
Yeah, just chat. See, that's a funny thing. Chat says I eat them boiled with hot sauce. Oh, chitterlings. I'm like, my whole family eats chitlins. That's what we call them.
Yeah.
My
Well,
whole I do not eat them. For
I've
one
never had
is
them.
one is the smell,
Hmm.
and when you smell them after they clean them, and tip to everyone: if you buy chitlins that say they're cleaned, they're not. Please clean them. Please clean them. And two is just the texture. I'm like, no, no,
I've
because
never had them. Like, yeah, I've never had them. I'm be quite
you
honest.
you have to know how to prepare them. Because if they're too chewy, it's just like chewing a rubber band. You have to know
Oh,
how to cook them.
okay.
But now I have one to try them fried, but no one will fry them.
You could fry them?
Hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
you can fry
thought,
anything,
oh, well, but
but
I thought they only did chitlins
traditionally yes, but some people will
boiled.
fry them, just like turkey
I
necks.
didn't.
Like there's a way, the traditional way is just to cook them, but some people will fry them.
I didn't know
Black
that.
folk, we good for whooping off frying something with some grease now. Don't play. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We love a good fry. This is the
Oh
truth.
my god. Hi,
Hey,
Alex, Indiana.
Indiana.
Oh my god. So what else? What else would we do? Oh, we also
Okay.
do gizzards.
Yes.
We
Yes.
also
Yes. Yes.
do gizzards in
Hmm.
in a salt bread.
But that's a gizzard. You gotta know who's cooking them. That's a huge thing. Just
Mhm.
try. I'm with you. I don't eat everyone's cooking. I can't believe some freak. They do, but they're not clean. You have to clean them again.
You just have to make sure with something like that. You just have to make sure. Both of you same. um, let's see. What else do we have? What else? Oh,
People's potato salads you can't eat rice potato salad either. I'm sorry.
that's just finicky. Like y'all debate raisins or no raisins.
Hold on, back up. The potato salad is uber important because I'm sorry,
Hmm.
when I bite into your potato salad and it's crunchy, I'm going to talk about you.
You don't
I'm
put
going to talk
celery in it? I don't know.
potatoes be crunchy.
Mm. Wait, what? Y'all
Yes.
fry the potatoes too?
No, I've had some people's potatoes. They're like, oh my god, my potato salad is good. Okay, I'm like, oh, it looks decent. I'll try you out. I bit into potatoes crunchy. I'm like, why is this not done? And I politely just scraped it off the plate while no one was looking.
Oh no.
And or some people will put too much mayonnaise in it. It's just like, no, no. For me, a solid potato salad, all you need is potatoes,
Hmm.
mustard, mayonnaise, some black pepper, maybe a boiled egg,
Hmm.
and maybe some olives.
Any paprika just for color?
So it depends who's fixing it. Now I've known people who use paprika, and
Uh-huh.
it's really good.
But like after you mix it up and you put it in the serving bowl, I mean
Mhm.
like a little dibble
Some
of
people some
paprika on the
no
top for
some people I
presentation.
know no some people I know do that. So
Hmm.
it's not uncommon to me. But you can't be eating everybody's potato salad, especially when you're looking kind of dry, like they forgot to put some mayonnaise in it. It's like, come on
So y'all don't put no like mixed vegetables in it?
now. No, no. No mixed vegetables.
Do y'all put pineapple in it?
Yeah, now you're getting ridiculous.
Okay.
Pineapple. Get out of here. Now we can
I've
talk about
had
the
it with
macaroni and cheese too.
pineapple.
Really?
Mixed veg and pineapple. It was just weird. We get
Now,
creative in
and if
Barbados.
you and I'm gonna tell you, if you don't ever in my culture, and I know some of my culture people in here, the one thing you really don't do is brag on your macaroni and cheese.
Have
Don't
you
just
seen the videos on YouTube where people are like going head to head? It's usually like people from England and the Caribbean, and you'll get three aunties, and all of them make their macaroni pie, and then they each taste and they rate it, and they tally up points and who has the bragging rights for the best whatever dish that they're doing. It's so hilarious. I told you I watch a lot of food shit on on YouTube. And they do exactly what you say. They brag on it and then they diss everybody else's stuff.
yeah, that's what you don't do. The macaroni and cheese. Now, my black folk understand what I'm saying. If you don't brag on your macaroni and cheese, because we critique our macaroni and cheese to death.
Oh
Like
my
your
god.
noodles, get, Debbie, I'm kidding you. Oh, your noodles wasn't done properly.
Hmm.
There's not enough cheese. You used the wrong cheese. The top ain't brown. The top ain't crisp. Your
Hmm.
bacon ain't crisp. Oh yeah, we go in when you brag on your macaroni and cheese.
In one of the videos that I watched where they were critiquing macaroni pie, they were like, I taste flour in this. Why she put flour in this? I was like, wait, what? Who puts flour in macaroni pie? But they were going in on each other.
Yeah, and the other one is a sweet potato pie. Yeah, we go
We
in.
have a different sweet potato.
Hmm,
Our sweet potato is not orange or yellow like up here. It's
really?
white. Yeah, it's
Oh,
white.
hold on. Just chat. Is this potato salad or macaroni salad?
If it's not yellow, I probably won't eat it. People use apples. Apples?
I'm interested in Allison Gianna's real quick, Allison Gianna, is this a potato salad or a pasta salad? So I like a good pasta salad. Pesto pesto pasta salad is my favorite.
Okay, so DSJ is with me. I only grew up knowing macaroni pie, and for some reason, like people thought I was talking like about a crust pie,
Oh,
like apple pie, but no, we call it
mm,
macaroni pie.
pie. Yeah,
And
I've
our
heard that.
macaroni is like It looks long, like a really thick spaghetti. It could be a straw, and we break it up
Mm,
and make that's our macaroni. It comes in a pack like
gotcha.
a spaghetti, but it's a really thick
I got you.
um macaroni. Yeah. Oh my god. Mac and
Al-
cheese is a bit different from our macaroni pie though. I ain't gonna lie. Does it have a
avocado salad, one box of pasta, one half jar of mayonnaise. Two. This sounds kind of good.
what do you want? What are you looking at?
It's Allison Deanna's recipe. It-
Okay.
It's like an
Hold on.
avocado salad.
Avocado salad, one box of pasta, half jar of mayonnaise, two avocado, and a pinch of salt and pepper, onion. Interesting. See, I would put avocado. I've done this before. Like when we do our cucumber salad,
Hmm.
you slice up the cucumber really thin,
Okay.
get scotch bonnet peppers, fresh lime, a touch, I like a touch of white vinegar in it, and salt and pepper. And then I would put avocado in that. I like that. That's a nice, refreshing salad for me.
Hmm. Alex and Deanna. Yes, I do like cream corn. When I was younger, we get the cream corn in the can, heat it up, put some butter in it, put some butter and some black pepper in it, stir it up. And that used to be my favorite. That used to be my favorite dinner for a while.
Oh my God, cream corn. This
Yes.
is so bad. Cream corn, I only like that from the can.
Yes.
From the like
Yes.
open the can and
Del
eat it with
Monte.
a spoon. Like don't heat it up or nothing.
I used to do that, but once I found like the heating it up with the butter and the black pepper, oof,
Mm-mm. Like I could
love
live
cream
off
corn.
of a hurricane with cream corn.
Cream corn is just good. It's
Yes.
just good.
Sweet potatoes
Oh,
I live on weekly. Yes, yes, Susan, I do as well. They're just easy. One can of cream, one can of regular.
yes.
Hmm.
I know what you talk about just chat. I've mixed them together before because it gives the cream corn when you mix the regular corn with the cream corn, it gives the cream corn more freshness.
Mm.
Well, we've been on an hour, and this
Yep.
food conversation has been great.
And
I
I'm
have a
hungry.
I have a feeling one day we're gonna have to do a food show or something and
A
just talk about
food
food.
show?
Just talk about food.
Just talk about food?
On food. Because we always wind up on food.
I know.
Always,
I just
always.
figure it's because I'm always hungry.
I mean, I think it's just a culture thing because like, it's how you show love is food and stuff like that.
Oh my God. I was eating taco style omelet, but I have plans for a certain favorite today. What's a taco style omelet? How do you do that? Like just cheese and tomato and not lettuce, not ground beef. Cream corn, sweet corn, two each can, one tube of Ritz crackers, smash it, sugar and butter, bake in the oven. That's interesting. I would never
Yeah,
think to bake
me neither.
cream corn.
Sounds it sounds kind of desserty.
Really? I
Anything with
don't.
me when I think butter and sugar, I always think dessert. That's just me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're family recipes. Thank you for sharing.
Oh my gosh. Where do your people hail from? Are y'all from the South? Cream, is cream corn from the South or no? I only know it from a
Mm,
can.
I don't know from a can too.
Oh, cheese salsa, sour cream, and taco meat. Child, when she said taco meat, I was thinking about little beady bees on a man chest. Oh, oh my God. I can give you a picture and I have more. Wow. Midwest. Wow. Damn, now I'm hungry. And I got to go and put away all my stuff. I did a Costco run before I came on here. I gotta go put away all my stuff. I left them on the floor. So, guys, thank you for joining us today and for sharing all of your amazing recipe ideas. I think I might steal some of these, just saying, because that's how I am. But leave your comments below. If you have more recipe ideas, leave them for us. If you want us to like have a show where we just talk about food, let us know that too. I mean, I would have to probably eat during the show because I'll get hungry. But it's a thought.
Or we can just do like we can do like a recap when we do one of our shows. Just have like maybe something like chips and commentary, but something different.
Oh my God. We got to
We
figure
need,
that out.
we need to do like we need to go back. We need to do another chips and cocktails
Oh my God. And
show.
I bought chips today. I was feeding. I was
Which
feeding
ones?
for
Which
chips.
did you get the favorite ones?
I got the variety pack from Frito Lay because they had a few dollars off of it.
Which
And
one?
so it's regular Lay's,
Uh huh.
sour cream and onion,
Uh huh.
the Cheetos, the corn
Okay.
chips.
Oh,
It,
you got the variety pack.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
the small little bags.
Yes.
So I got a selection of everything.
I used to love those variety packs.
They had them on sale this month, so I was like, "Look, let me just
Yeah,
get
they're
them."
perfect. They're like the
Yeah.
snack. They're like the perfect snack. That and get you some Don Julio. Yeah, you good.
Look, DSJ has the perfect name: Tapas and Hot
Tapas and Hot
Topics.
Topic. Love it.
Oh my God! Wait, you put cream corn in shepherd's pie? Sacrilege! And another specialty of Barbados: black belly sheep.
That
We
sounds
have black
mean.
belly sheep. Um, their meat is actually really, really good. But again, much like goat, whoever's preparing it, well, first of all, whoever's killing it has to know how to kill it properly. And
Mhm.
then, secondly, whoever's preparing it, especially the goat meat, um, it, if they don't know how to prepare it right, it could taste like urine.
Wow, that's quite a taste. Yeah. See, I used to want to try goat, but
Goat is
now,
the best. Goat is
but
the best. You need to get you a goat roadie, and you will like, where has this been my entire life? Oh, look, we have a visitor.
Hello.
Hello.
Listen, I have not watched this show yet because I'm too cheap to get Discovery Plus.
Look it up on YouTube. They got some bootleg copies there.
Yeah, but it does that thing like if I don't catch it live, that the scenes don't make mistake. I gotta go and look. But let's talk about what I wanted to talk about. The black man in the white. Listen, 90 Day Fiance got to stop having the dusty pookies on this show. It was too
Who?
much when I saw them.
Who?
The white woman with the black man. The 10. No, let me stop.
Ariana and Sheldon.
Oh, okay. I'm not even thinking. All right, so Ciao.
I just don't. With her, she was. I understand her whole whining. I'm like I said, these women going on vacation not using protection. I have no sympathy. Zero,
No,
none.
let's get to it. Isn't he from your hometown? Isn't that your hometown people?
Who? Sheldon?
Yeah.
Nadred. I lay claim to Steven, not
Oh, okay.
Sheldon.
Anyways, he's from Jamaica, right?
Yeah, Sheldon from Jamaica.
Yo. Side note, they should have this show in the UK. Because the kind of foolishness you see with those rosters down over there.
Come.
You think this is bad?
No, listen. I like Sheldon. I ain't gonna lie. I like Sheldon. I don't like Ariana or her mama. but I like Sheldon.
But
No.
don't you think this is like Ari and Bigman again?
Mm, I don't think so, because I don't think Sheldon has any intention of ever moving to the U.S.
Okay, you're right, because he's a renter rasta. He makes better money on the island than he would ever make here.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
But okay, that's one couple. Who's the couple where she's, I think, from, is it Aruba?
Sorry, what was that, Ablavi?
What's the couple? I think she's from Aruba. I know she's from Central America.
Well, there's two that could be Central America. The Costa Rica and the Panama.
I think it's the
Which one?
Costa Rica one.
Okay, so the Costa Rica one is the girl from Florida, Amber, with Daniel, and he's originally from Venezuela. And then Panama is the girl named Kay, who's originally from Argentina, and Mark, who's from California.
Who's the fake Shakira? That's the one I'm talking about.
Shakira. That has to be Kay.
Yeah. That's a hot mess too. I see another. What's the one? My link. The one in what was Colombia? I see.
Melissa.
Yeah. Skittles.
Oh.
Taste the rainbow. They gotta stop it with these pseudo straight men. They gotta stop it on this show.
But at least they're new and they're different. They're new and they're different, and it's a different storyline. They aren't itching per se to get here, with the exception of Danielle. It's different. I like it, and it's not here in the States. It's overseas.
You're right, but what's the difference between this 90 Day the other way?
Because I don't even think these people are in real relationships. I don't. Like, okay, the one in Panama, Mark and Kay, they're trying to reestablish something from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I know the Costa Rican ones, Amber and Danielle, he's using her. Sheldon and Ariana, the Jamaican one,
yeah,
they've known each other anywhere between 2 and 17 days, and they have a baby on the way. That's not a real relationship. I'm sorry. That is sex tourism gone wrong. And then the one in Barbados, Martine and Steven, that is like a vacation hookup. That's not a real relationship. Girl, you one of many that put on that's on the vacation schedule for him.
Sorry. But that's the thing. Like, what is going to be like? I guess every season they'll have new people, because if y'all not going to live together, where we going with this?
I'm hoping that with this particular 90-day story, like you said, it's a one-off for this season, and then they find another set of islands or countries to pick on and find more trash bots for there.
Okay, so let's go with the couples I saw. I saw Ariana and Sheldon. Let me tell you something. TLC has to stop with these black women they bring on. I'd be so sick and tired. They pick the dumbest, simplest black girls they could find. He's a DJ and a local. Like, can we get somebody that actually has a hit, that actually hit a Billboard chart?
Now, listen, he could make good money in Barbados if it wasn't COVID being a DJ.
Again, is he making enough money for you to go and take a flight to Barbados? No.
Why should he pay?
Again, that's the game. She could have gone. At least Britney was selling her thing out there in the Middle East and getting some coin. But this girl is paying for her own tickets for a bum.
Well, that's her fault.
I wonder, is she going to stay at his house or is she going to get a hotel?
They are in a hotel. They're at the Crane. He lives in St. Thomas.
Okay, but I mean, TLC is paying for that.
Yes. Because, yeah, the Crane is expensive.
Okay. Now, Martine and Steven.
That is Martine and
I'm sorry,
Steven.
not Martine and Steven. No. Who's Ariana and Oh, that's the
The
one in Jamaica.
Jamaicans. Yeah.
No. Who's
The one
that
that's
white?
pregnant.
Who's the ugly white couple? Hold on.
Ugly white couple. Is that Costa Rica? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Amber and Daniel, is it this one?
Yeah, they're ugly.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, he looks some kind of Hispanic. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
this is just a sugar mama liking the D too good.
Mm-hmm.
She looks ridiculous, and they haven't told us how much older she is than him because I see a 10 to 15 year age gap.
She does look a lot older than him.
She's 30. She's 36. He's 39.
Ain't no
Wait, no,
36.
no. 36, 39. That's Mark and Kay. Not
Martin
Amber.
K.
Yeah, no, but this is Amber and Daniel in Costa
That's
Rica.
30. That's 30 and 23.
30 and 23, right.
That ain't
Yeah.
no 30. That 30 where? 30 who?
No, that's a Florida 30. That's a hard 30.
That's a hard 30, honey.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dirt. No. 30 where? No, that's a 40. That's a 42 in the cul-de-sac.
Shut up. Not a 42.
A 42 in the cul-de-sac. And I'm trying to keep that last good gene going. And if we're talking about her, let's talk about him. 23 where? That look like a 36.
No, he do look young.
Mm-mm.
He look
This is
young.
a hard 23. That's 23, baby. That's out of college. Getting it. No.
No, that's a lazy 33 to me. I mean 23 to me.
Yeah, you said
That's
it right the first
No,
time.
that's a
33.
lazy 23 because I feel like him and his brother are really close in age.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like lazy and don't really want nothing more than to be living off of somebody else. That's what I get. That's the vibe I get from him and his brother.
Okay,
Same.
now let's talk about the prostitute and the John. Mark and Kelly and Key.
Oh, Lord have mercy. How you get prostitute and John?
Let me tell you what they met. They met in the red light district in Panama and had a good time. Right?
Oh, Jesus.
Now, Cat Daddy, this is when he was a young Cat Daddy. This is when he was making $40K a year. You know, what did y'all have before Groupon? When you called the travel agency and get a good deal, he was like, yes. Or maybe he did a group deal with his friends and a little $50 gave him a long ways.
Oh, my God.
But remember, he was living there and working there. She was a tourist.
Yeah. He was working there at the
Hostel.
something lounge and hostel or something like that.
Yeah.
And she checked in to the hostel. She
So
was
he's
visiting
broke.
from Argentina.
But I thought he was the American.
He is,
Yeah,
but
but
he
he
was
wasn't-
living overseas.
But he's
Oh,
living in
so
Honey-
he was doing that thing that people call backpacking through South America. You know, all those van things before
Mhm.
van life. There was backpacking through, you know,
But he's living in Huntington Beach, so he's not broke.
because
I'll
he's
put
from
that
a
there.
wealthy family. Nobody that goes backpacking is broke.
I'm just saying. But you
Who can sit there and say, I'm not going to work for 3 or 4 years because I just want to travel? Broke people don't do that.
Oh my God.
Vacation
she's
for
not
broke
lying.
people is called
It's true.
6 hours on the weekend, and maybe you go see your cousins that are 45 minutes away. What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he
That
just
is-
picks up and leaves. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's called he was backpacking. This might be even at when did he go there? Because you say he's 36.
Yeah.
39. She's 36.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means he was 30, y'all. 30.
Mm-hmm.
You know he had some money. So he was 30. He probably was like, you know, oh, I'm tired of working. I just need a break. Then he went, and when you go traveling overseas now, I can admit when I was in my younger years, I was trifling too, and I had to do the same thing. So if you're too broke to spend money on the hostel, you can work for them for a free room.
Mhm.
And it's
Yeah.
like how you do on the cruise ships.
Wait, I
Yeah.
thought you get paid on a cruise ship.
Not that much, and you don't eat the food that other people eat. You eat the rice and the scraps on the bottom.
Yeah, you do get different food in the mess on the cruise ship.
Ooh, no, never mind. Can't work for
Yeah.
them.
And the hours are very, very long.
Yes.
Your contract is for at least 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you have to pay to get to the port where you embark and disembark. Your shifts are long.
Yeah, that's why when you go on the cruise ship, the American people are the smallest one, and they usually the entertainment. But nonetheless, he went to Costa Rica and around. His parents was firm with him. We only gonna give you $500 a month. So he said, okay, let me work at the little hostel. Mind you, he didn't say a 4-star resort. He didn't say he was going there to do business or pharmaceutical sales. Wink, wink.
Bobby, you're such a mess. Not the pharmaceutical sales.
Because he said that he got her through an addiction. Who gets you through an addiction besides a John?
No, because remember she left and went back to Argentina, and then she called him while he was in Panama still, and said, I'm in rehab. So he left Panama and went down to Argentina to get her through it.
Again, who does that but a John?
Well, a backpacker. You just didn't realize that your next stop was going to be Argentina.
No. Listen, we got to make it make sense. There's a lot of things people going to do for a little bit of coin. But you're going to sit here already struggling because mommy and daddy done put you in the budget. And you're going to go to Argentina?
Mm-hmm.
And then Argentina, no shade to nobody that's from Argentina. It was rough for me when I went.
Mm-hmm.
I had my stomach was torn up. They talk about Mexico. They was tearing me up in Argentina. He gonna go to Argentina and not go there to visit and do things like that. Like she's going through withdrawals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you can't tell me when he was with her in Panama, he didn't see her go get some drugs. He probably did it too.
I don't know.
Jamal?
I mean, I see. I haven't heard about the Argentinian food. Now Mexico, I hear about the food and the water. Avoid both.
Well, all I've heard was like it's a lot of beef. Like the beef is really good.
No, the food is great, but it just like for me, but it tears me up everywhere. Like Italy tore me up.
What?
Italy
Bobby?
tore you up?
Listen,
everywhere?
Everywhere. I don't like Italy. They complain about Mexico's water. Italy's water, I felt like I was drinking toilet bowl water. It was disgusting. I had to sit there and drink that nasty juice and pop and Gatorade. I couldn't. I was like, because in Europe they don't drink water like we do here.
Oh.
And then in Paris, I felt like I was drinking fishbowl water. It tastes.
So wait, you were drinking like from the tap, or you were drinking bottled water?
I was drinking bottled water. They don't have smart water. They have this one Coca-Cola cheap brand, and it was nasty.
Ooh.
I don't know. I didn't have a problem with the bottled water when I went to Greece or to Paris or to London. I did not. But I always would put a piece of, like, I would squeeze some lemon or lime juice into it.
That's why you didn't have a problem. It's very like fluorine. I just don't like their. Listen, Europe is a very nice place. I don't like their cheese. I don't like their water. Their bread is popping. The only place that I could drink water and not tear me up was the UK.
Well, don't drink the water when you go to Dominican Republic. Well, then again, they put up signs in the hotel room not to drink it.
But
wow.
but Mexico though, Mexico tore me up too because I can't even eat like fruit in Mexico because it gets through the water. Like I can't. But I've been torn up in Argentina. I've been sick. You know, that type of sick that you never think you're gonna eat again.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
My best advice to you is like wherever you go, like always get something that's fried, because frying will kill everything.
Okay.
It's not the most healthiest, but you're only there for a little time. And if there's something in it and they're deep frying it, it's going to be dead by the time it gets out.
Yeah, I don't do well in South America. I can pretty much eat in Europe, but South America, the water is different. This is how bad I am. I'll
Mhm.
go to the sign shop and get some distilled water. Because,
Mm.
for experiments, they sell distilled water. So I've done that.
Oh my God. Well, just,
Hey,
you know what? You can get packets of crystallized lime
Mm-hmm.
that go really well for like flavoring water.
Mm-hmm.
You can get them from Amazon. That's another travel trick that I had while working in the Caribbean. Because especially with the Bahamas, like a lot of the outer islands, well, Nassau for sure, they ship in their water from another island in the Bahamas, and it is foul. You can get sick from it. So the local bottled water they say is better, but it does taste, I will say, minerally. You
Yeah, that's
know?
how their water is. Very minerally, very
Yeah.
like you can taste like the pipes, very.
Yes, it has a very metallic taste to it. So I found it on Amazon. And it's not liquid, so you don't have any like liquid restrictions with it. It is crystallized lime, and
Mhm.
it's in a little like sugar packet kind of thing, and you could just throw them in your bag anywhere. And they were lifesavers for me on a lot of my trips.
Okay. Now, before we go, have you seen the trailer for 90 Days the Other Way?
No, is it on
no,
now?
Yeah, it's up there.
Oh my God, the other way. Jesus, I have to look for this. Is it on YouTube or no?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What
And
season is
another
it?
thing I saw a nightmare. I had to, clear my eyes. I saw a clip with Start Darcy and Stacy, and then
Mhm.
without the wigs and everything, I had to just change the channel.
They allowed a picture of that to be aired?
Yeah, they were getting their hair redone.
How short is their hair?
It's like, honey, it's a few strands because they have a lot of damage. But they have this peak of silver, and it's about shoulder length, but it's
Oh,
really dry at the ends.
interesting. Interesting. I
Like,
figured that they were just bald. Like
no,
not
they have
bald, but very short hair.
no, they have length. They First of all, they were giving them extensions, and
Mhm.
we hair queens here, but their hair was
Mhm.
uneven. So I was like, I don't know why they don't cut it. And then they were
Mhm.
sitting here saying we used to have long, beautiful hair. Because one thing that's interesting about them, they never talk about being Hispanic, which is interesting.
That's true. They don't. Wait, but are did they once say that they were like of Portuguese descent?
Listen,
Sorry, never mind. Never mind. Never
we
mind.
gotta stop. You know how people be lying. They just be putting anything they see on the map, and they say that's what they are.
Mm-mm.
But they like, because I don't even know if they speak Spanish. That father does.
Well, their father seems educated. That's the
Yeah,
best I'll say.
father. I mean, Darcy and Stacy have essentially, because he bought that house for them
Mm-hmm.
because they don't know how to make money.
Well, they tried.
Not hard enough.
Oh, child.
Not hard enough. Listen, they're almost 50, right?
Yeah.
And they've never had a job.
what do you mean?
Wasn't Darcy a
They're
stylist or
CEOs.
something? Oh, shut up. CEOs of what? That company 11 and Me or something?
Yes.
Listen, listen. They have never worked a day in their life. They wanted to be actresses and they couldn't make that work out. So she married a bum. They both married bums. See, because like, again, I think I'm gonna use them for the white dusties, because I saw the picture of their little reality show, and it showed their two husbands living in that house with their father. Like, can you imagine that? You being a man and you're living in your father-in-law's house? no respect.
Well, they don't
And
have men. They recruit boys.
wasn't one of them like a soccer player or something? I thought.
Yes, that's Darcy. No, Stacy's ex-husband, and he looks exactly like Fabian. That's her type. That Eastern European.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's what I thought. I thought he was like a soccer player.
Mm-hmm. And then her husband, because remember she was talking about she was working so hard. Her parents gave her everything in life, and she still is dusty, a dust mite. I just want to take the Dyson's vacuum cleaner and just go through her house and go through her hair and get rid of all the dust.
I mean, you have a point. You be given so many advantages in life, and you still can't make something tangible. I'll say that is kind of a shame.
Get a job. Being an actress ain't working. Do what you got to do. And then they're their father's legacy because their brother died, and they still have no desire to do anything.
The thing with them is this: if you really think about it, you come from a good lifestyle. So all you really had to do was go to school, get you a cute little degree, then get you a cute little master's, and then you could have done anything you wanted. But instead, like Bobby said, they're out here running around trying to be actresses. It's not for you.
Listen, I don't even care if they didn't work. At least go and get a man that isn't a bum and bring some wealth into the family. At least.
But you see, they too busy trying to be young and trying to rake in these little young boys to validate their non-existent youth. So,
you know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for one of them to sleep with one of their children's mate, because they savages like
that. I didn't want to say that, but honestly, when you are going that young, you are running the risk of making your children the next pickings. And I'm sorry, and I feel that's why their father, meaning Darcy and Stacy's father, like doesn't like the girls in the same, apartment or wherever Darcy and them living with their children and these random men.
Because I'm sorry, it's time for them to leave the 20-year-old men alone. It has been time, like if you want to, if and the reason why Darcy made that guy propose to her, right?
Why?
Her ex-husband just got married.
Wow.
He just got married. That's why. But she's just because she's on TikTok dancing with her daughters. It reminds me of Mean Girls and Regina George's mother. Like, it's just too much.
Well, she thinks she's young.
Here's the problem with them. They didn't do things the right way. Like, look at Nikki Hilton. Look how she did it. She got her a Ralph chop.
But let's be honest. Like, and I don't mean to be rude, but I have to. Y'all love Kathy, but Kathy don't know how to raise no children. I'm sorry, I said it. Kathy don't know how to raise no children. She got the one child that is an alcoholic, acting a complete fool. Barron, I think that's his name.
The son?
Mm-hmm, the son, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then she got Paris making sex tapes and acting like a thought pocket and still ain't that famous.
And don't forget, she sent her to that sleepaway camp that for bad behaved girls and truly screwed her up there.
Exactly, because I think she had to get her GED. Nothing wrong with it, but when you're an heiress, I don't think any of her children went to No, I think the boy graduated, but Nikki and Paris didn't go.
They didn't go to school in New York? I thought they did.
They were like the Olsen twins. They did a fun semester with smiling and giggling. But no.
Oh, okay.
No, Paris, I think Paris didn't get her GED until she was like well into her 20s.
Shut up.
Paris didn't graduate any of those schools she went to.
Really?
You don't remember she was being a young thought pocket when she was younger and she was here in New York and she was sitting there because allegedly she's in the Epstein files, allegedly.
Ooh, child. I do remember her bouncing around a bit, but then I think I left because when did I leave? I think I left in 93. She might have just been coming out.
But like, if we're going to talk, because, well, child, the word on the street was Kathy's husband is, how you doing?
Well,
With Mauricio?
Shut up. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna say nothing because it would be messy for me to say, do you think that Rick and Mauricio had a lover spat and
Of
then
course I
he
do.
left?
Of course. I think that's how the new men get invited to the family. How you doing?
Oh no. Oh no, I can't. I won't. I shouldn't. But
Because it was strange they got married in the first place. Because she was not the prettiest woman. She's not ugly. She was not the most educated for where he was as a Hilton and where, sorry again, no shade, but again, Kathy can't raise children because Kyle's mother couldn't raise children.
Yep.
So where they were, it was odd, especially as many women as he had on him, because he was darling. He was a Hilton, and that used to mean something.
Back in those days, it did. Yep.
Because remember, Paris messed up the family money, and that's why Nikki had to go marry a Rothschild.
Who was that financier that she married for like 11 hours?
A family friend. But remember, she had to go marry the Rothschild because her grandfather cut them all off when he saw her sex tape.
Yes. That's true. Because when he died a couple years ago, they didn't get anything. He left it all to charity or something like that.
Yeah, because he said when she did that sex tape, he read them all. I would have been pissed.
But didn't he cut off their dad when he married Kathy though? Didn't he cut off Rick then?
I don't think so because Rick doesn't have enough money to live the lifestyle he did.
No, but I heard that's why Rick started the real estate thing, because he kind of got cut off when he married Kathy. They didn't want him marrying Kathy.
You're right, because she wasn't
up to snuff.
Yeah, she wasn't up to snuff enough for him. She wasn't class A. But remember, they said allegedly she met Rick and all these rich men because she was best friends with Michael Jackson, and that was her come up.
Interesting.
Yeah, they went to, I don't know where they went. They went to the same high school together.
Oh. You think she went to what is it, Beverly High or something?
No, I think it's one of those prep schools. You know, darling.
Oh.
Yeah, they went to one of those fancy, like one of those nice schools in California. One of those schools that probably like 60, 75,000 a year.
Wow.
And through Michael Jackson is how she was able, because she was not at the point to even meet somebody like Rick. Because she met him in high school, and they said that he met her through Michael Jackson. Because remember, Michael Jackson was still a star. And for a thank you, they said that they were all going to name their children Paris. That's why Paris is named Paris. And that's why Michael Jackson's child is named Paris.
That's so weird.
But yeah, I don't think they liked him. Well, remember, his father was a woman beater, allegedly.
Who father? Who?
Richard
Michael
Hilton.
Oh, okay.
Conrad.
He was the one who was married to Liz Taylor, right?
Yeah.
And then married Jaja Gabor. Yes, because Liz Taylor divorced him because he was physical.
Yes.
And then he married Zsa Zsa and had a kid, but I don't remember why Zsa Zsa divorced him.
Well, he had 3 children in his first marriage. And then he had one child with Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Mm-hmm.
And
A
then,
girl.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think so Paris messed up everybody's money.
Oh dear. Well,
imagine you getting kicked out the will because your cousin had a sex tape.
I would just done negotiations to kick her out the family. I wouldn't lose out on that money. I'm sorry. I'm like, can we negotiate to kick her out the family?
Well,
like, what if we
no.
just change your last name?
Well, the thing is, he's not the one who runs the family, right? Who runs the family now is Baron. No, he died too. Baron Hilton used to run it. So it's like with the what's the guy, Warren Buffett, where how some of his family members are in the business. Like, this is how lazy Paris is. She could have had, with the kind of money she had and the kind of family connection she had, she could have had everything, but she still wanted stupid fame.
Well, that's the generation that she grew up in.
Like, she had real money. It's not like the Kardashians that would, just rich.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have any really wealth, because they got 20 million. Their dad died with $80 million. And then they had to share it with their stepmother that doesn't like them.
Mm-hmm.
And so every kid got what, 8 million?
Mm-hmm.
That's not enough.
But he had to work for that. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but there's a difference between the Kardashian wealth, like you said, and I feel it has to do with, well, they made that money in this generation. Mm-hmm. They didn't have it before, and they did it from working. Whereas Hilton money is like passed down, and but you don't really have to work.
At Hilton, their grandfather started it.
Right.
So they're not even old money yet. Old money is not until 5 generations.
But it's older than Kardashian money, though.
You know what's interesting about Kardashian money? I want to know how much money they really have, because I feel like they're lying.
They probably are.
And I feel like they're lying by a lot.
Well, we found that out with Kylie.
But like, if they're all billionaires, then why do they only have $60 million houses? And now, before you come for me, just think about like the billionaires and what houses they normally have. Look at Bezos' houses. Like, nobody has a mansion.
I don't know. Let's see. How do I put this? I don't think that they have all the money that. Okay. I don't think they have all the money that they claim to. And the reason why I say this is because of the situation that happened with Kylie and the lipstick thing, and Forbes. Mm-hmm. I think they're all smoke and mirrors, to be quite honest.
I don't think they're even billionaires. I think that they bought their way on Forbes magazine, Kanye West included. And here's why I think it. What billionaire Spandex is a $1 billion company. Why can you never find sales for what they're selling? And why can they never give you good business advice? How do you have a $1 billion business with 19 employees?
That's how many employees the Kardashians have?
They have very small employees when you look at their businesses. Mm-hmm. And also another thing I find interesting is they can never tell you how their business runs.
Oh, well. That's something for the IRS to deal with.
And then here's the thing. They're also not telling you how much of that business NBC owns.
Oh, you think they've got one of those deals where like all the businesses that they started during the running of their show, NBC gets a cut?
Absolutely, because NBC and ABC had those like morality clause. Remember those morality clause they used to have?
Mm-hmm.
And And those networks, remember, they can't just put a prostitute on. That's why they fixed her brand and made her seem like an everyday woman. All that
Mhm.
money they put in for her not to just be a porn star anymore, you better believe they got a return on that investment.
She wasn't a porn star.
She was. I'm to this day she gets a check from Vivid.
Yeah, she does. But that's good negotiation on Chris's part. I will give her that. If my kid was stupid enough to put out to make a home video showing explicit stuff and it gets put out there and Vivid buys it and they're going to put it out anyway, I might as well get a cut.
But the thing is, long-term use, what is that going to do? Like, I don't think she really realized what she did, because she has children now that are about
Mhm.
to get to that middle school age. It's about to be
Mhm.
horrible.
Well,
Because what was it? Look at Tommy Lee's children. Pamela Anderson said she had to put her children in boarding school, and at
mhm.
boarding school they got into fights all the time because people said that they used to be saying, "Oh, I released myself to your mother."
Well, that's life. That's like seriously, when you are doing these things, kiddies, um, remember, for every cause there's an effect. And teenagers got to learn this. These weren't teenagers who this happened to, but this is where it started. Teenagers, you got to learn this. Don't do the D pics and the T pics and all of that. Just don't. Just
Because she
don't.
won't be remembered in history. And I know people are going to say that's awful, because I think this Hulu deal was a bad decision. Who watches Hulu?
Well, I don't. I don't have it. But then again, I don't watch most things.
But I'm saying, at least being on, and remember, they had a whole network to report
Hmm.
on them 24/7.
Hmm. Yeah, but their time had come and gone on NBC Universal. To be quite honest, it nobody was really watching them. That's what I firmly believe. So while they still had a little gas in the tank, Mama Kardashian decides that she's going to ink this deal with Hulu.
Mm.
Um, this might be the last bag she gets out of this, like these girls. To be quite honest, go get it, Chris. Go get it.
Well, it should be interesting to see, because I feel like she's trying to go to the political world now.
Who?
Kim,
Kimmy
remember?
Cakes?
Yeah, remember, she's trying to save all the Kangs.
Girl, bye.
Remember,
Kimmy,
she don't have an undergrad, but she about to be a lawyer.
but she can't pass the test. Hasn't she failed it 3 times?
Yeah, and I think she's another 6 months before she can do it again.
Well, good luck to her. That's what she get for listening to what's his name, Van Johnson or whatever his name
You
is.
know,
Van.
that's her.
Don't, don't. You believe that?
Yeah, because I don't believe he's straight. Okay, now this is the thing, right? So I've actually met Van Johnson in life,
Uh-huh.
because his studios, he lives in the 59th Street area. He
Uh-huh.
is so ugly in real life. He has a pot
Really?
belly.
Ooh.
Like, he's skinny. You know what he looks like? The guy in Despicable Me. Like, skinny legs and a little pot belly.
Oh, how disappointing. Okay. Is he at least tall?
He's tall. He's like 6'1", 6'2".
Oh, okay. All right. Well, at least he's
But
got my kind of
he has a switch in his step.
no. It could have been uneven pavement. Yeah, I'll give him that. Uneven pavement.
Listen, she better go out and get it. Get yourself another one, because you got to deal with crazy Kanye for the rest of your life.
Oh, jeez.
Could you imagine? That's probably the L of a lifetime.
What, Kanye or Van?
Both.
Oh my God. Leave her alone. That's her her baby's daddy. Leave her alone. Look. She could have done worse.
Really?
It could have been Future.
Well, I think she was, but isn't everybody in the family a baby mother? Like, I'm not trying to be rude.
I will say that of her siblings, she's probably the only one that has had an in wedlock child.
Listen, I'm waiting for the little one to tell us, oh my God, pregnant with the second.
Oh, what's your name? Which
Yeah,
one is the last one? Kendall or Kylie?
I think it's Kylie.
Kylie. Oh, I think she need to slow down with reproduction.
Listen, she wanted a baby, honey, at 20, and she got one. We are so petty. I'm sure people in the chat are like, really?
Oh my God. Anyway, my girl, I'm gonna wrap it up here.
But just watch that 90-day the other way trip.
It's season 3, right?
It's season 3, and Biniam and
Ari
are back. And so
Biniam and Ari and Jenny.
Oh God, Jenny's back. The people from Ecuador.
Evelyn.
Yes, and they sitting there picking out wedding dresses.
Oh my God. Because we did a story on it, just showing like the pictures of the cast. There's three new couples and 3 old ones. So we did it, but I didn't see the trailer, so I'm gonna go look for it.
Yes. And before we go, another shady thing you might want to look into. Word on the street is that Kim from Real Housewives of Atlanta is broke.
I heard DJ Richie Sky say something that she was advertising for a Zen and health like camp, and you pay a monthly subscription towards it, but she like it feels like it's scammerish because who wants to be Zen and healthy with her?
Listen, she's broke. She has but then again, remember, Troy doesn't work. She has a tax lien already. This is gonna be awful. And then Kenny and Armando are gonna be there for this season. And then we have this new white woman with, of course, the Renta Rasta. And she's like, you're talking to me like I'm a piece of ass. It was hilarious.
Oh my God. Yeah, because he's from Colombia, so she goes down to Colombia. There's a Russian couple that's new.
Oh my God. Don't they look disgusting? He looks disgusting. I was like, oh, what y'all be doing for these green cards?
Yeah, but Jamal seems to think that he doesn't actually get to Russia. That's what he takes away from it. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll pay attention to the new couples, but the old couples, with the exception of Kenny and Armando, I probably won't pay attention to.
I want to see Ari and Bigman because remember, this is Bigman's second child that he ain't taking care of. And then
aren't they still together? Well, they were still together in Ethiopia, right?
Well, we don't know that because remember, her ex-husband comes to visit her, and her don't die.
Sorry, something went down the wrong way. No, but her ex-husband comes to visit her in Ethiopia. He's the Argentinian. No. Yeah. Her ex-husband is from Argentina. That's where she was living before Biniam.
No. Remember, they moved to Jersey. Remember, she went to. Remember, she was the original. I'm just gonna go backpacking.
Right. And went and picked up some dude from. It was Argentina, and she brought him back to the States.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they were only in Argentina. Oh my God.
Yeah, she brought him back to the States. That was her first 90-day one. She met him in Argentina, and she said she married him because she wanted to come back to the States.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck to her. That should be an interesting plot twist. I like them though.
And remember, he was Argentinian, and remember, she pretended like she was Jewish, but she didn't know nothing about the religion. Anyways, they came to New Jersey and lived together, and then they got divorced. And remember, she just got divorced, and then she went to Ethiopia on a trip, and then she got pregnant by Bimiam, under a few months later.
Yeah, she was on her trip and got pregnant while she was there. Oh my God, these girls, why would you be raw dogging? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, shoot. Oh my God. Anyway, so this should be good. I'm going to look it up for sure.
Yeah, you got to watch it. They just put it up so that means 90 Day should be done soon.
I think it's mid-August that the new 90 days starts.
Yes. And then I'm still waiting for y'all to do Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I haven't even watched an episode of that.
Oh, that one is too much. That one they have petty. You could do that because Family Karma's done.
Yeah, but we replaced Family Karma with this 90-day mess.
Oh, okay. Well, the Shaw should be done soon, right?
Yeah. This let's hope. I mean, they can't go on for much longer. There's nothing there to begin with.
Yeah, and then you have New York leaving soon.
Oh, they are?
Tea on New York. When we go to New York, I got some tea on New York. I found out that Miss Ebony Williams did not actually buy her house. Her ex-boyfriend did.
Well, ka-ching for her.
And she is not self-made. She was actually okay. That's a whole nother thing. So when we go to Ebony in New York, I got some tea on her.
Oh Lord. Okay, well, we'll look out for that next week.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, girly. Bye. Guys, thanks for joining us this week. We know that we went a little bit off into tangents this time, but it's okay. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking out for us. Thank you to the replay crew and everybody who was in our live chat. Leave some comments below. Give us a thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell. Tell a friend. We're on the road to 500 subs. Yay! Have a great Friday, y'all, and we'll see you over the weekend with some TCZ news clips. Until next time, bye.